Mafuyu's whole body is limp. Uenoyama is gently panting while lying over Mafuyu and kissing him on the collarbone. Mafuyu's lower body is still twitching since his body has not completely recovered from the earlier stimulations. But he is still jealous, and a part of him wants to push Uenoyama to the edge. So he rubs his thigh against Uenoyama's hip, squeezing him between his legs. Uenoyama instantly grits his teeth. He was just catching his breath and wasn't anticipating this sudden attack. He wanted to ask Mafuyu why he was so persistent today, but he could not since the immediate pleasure between the slimy area made him excited again. So he takes a deep breath and starts flexing his hips while sucking Mafuyu's neck. Mafuyu is so annoyed today because of a girl. He was returning home with Uenoyama from their date. A fangirl of Uenoyama shows up out of nowhere and requests his autograph. While Uenoyama was gently signing her autograph, she unexpectedly kissed him on the cheek. Then she runs away with the autograph. Mafuyu understands that it is not Uenoyama's fault at all, but he still gets angry, especially because they were only meeting for the first time after a 3-month gap. So as soon as they enter Mafuyu's bedroom, Mafuyu pins Uenoyama against the wall and kisses him passionately, leaving him out of breath. Uenoyama is quite sweaty. So, he insists on taking a shower first. However, Mafuyu does not hear him and instead grabs him by the waist and bites him near his earlobe. Uenoyama feels a tingling sensation going through his body and becomes extremely turned on. He instantly lays Mafuyu on the bed and begins removing his pants. Mafuyu is well aware of Uenoyama's weaknesses. So he deliberately kissed him in that region to agitate him. Now, Uenoyama slips his hip between Mafuyu's legs and grinds. Mafuyu let out a moan. His gaze immediately meets Uenoyama's. Mafuyu becomes immensely stimulated as Uenoyama's unpredictable motions cause his body to tremble more and more. Mafuyu's cheeks eventually turn bright crimson, making Uenoyama even more thrilled. Uenoyama reaches for Mafuyu's lips. Mafuyu eagerly accepts Uenoyama's tongue, intensifying and prolonging the kiss. Uenoyama becomes more impatient. He unbuttons Mafuyu's shirt and begins to fondle his chest. Mafuyu cannot contain those sensations and accidentally nibbles on Uenoyama's lower lip. Uenoyama's body goes numb as he feels electricity flow through his spine. He whimpers briefly. Mafuyu, all embarrassed, tells him that it wasn't intentional. Uenoyama found those sensations unbearable. So he does not respond to Mafuyu. Instead, he rests his head on Mafuyu's chest and rapidly moves his hand to his lower back. Uenoyama takes his time loosening up Mafuyu, who had already warmed up, and before they could get a feel of themselves, they were entirely naked, savoring each other's exposed flesh with every drop of passion and pleasure. Uenoyama gets startled when Mafuyu literally presses him down and takes the lead in the middle. He pins both of Uenoyama's hands to the bed and proceeds to move as he wishes. Uenoyama was about to lose control several times but managed to hold back. He can obviously perceive Mafuyu's desire for more. Mafuyu maintains an intense gaze on Uenoyama throughout, not breaking eye contact for a single second. After doing this for half an hour, Mafuyu gets exhausted and collapses on Uenoyama's arm. Uenoyama carefully puts him on the bed. Mafuyu is panting heavily. Uenoyama finds Mafuyu's expression captivating. He continues to slowly move his hips, allowing them both to complete. Uenoyama watched Mafuyu's entire body go energyless in front of his eyes. So, now that Mafuyu is taking such provocative actions, Uenoyama is both startled and confused. However, the pleasure is so intense that Uenoyama's perplexity becomes blurry. And he does not stop until all of Mafuyu's wishes come true. Both of them are absolutely worn out. Mafuyu is not making any further moves. So Uenoyama asks Mafuyu, "What is up with you today?" Mafuyu was sulking at first. Then he buries his head in Uenoyama's chest and asks, "You are mine, right?" Uenoyama says, "Yeah," and then passes out, holding Mafuyu in his arms.